Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Dolphins Daily, your daily dose of Dolphins content with your boy, Chris Kane. Let's talk Dolphins. Now, I don't like taking victory laps. I'm not the kind of guy to tell you I was right about stuff and then, be right and then tell you I was right. But I do recall, as of yesterday's show, I said, hey, man, Dolphins won bring Bradley Chubb back at their price, which means there will be some kind of contract restructuring, pay cut, and in fact, it might happen by the time this episode drops. You know what happened? You guessed it. Bradley Chubb is like, restructure? Yeah, we can do that. Now, we do not know the terms of the restructure, pay cut, but it didn't make any sense for him to go to open market. He literally didn't play last year and was hurt the year before. Like, what could you expect to get on open market? Joey Bosa just got cut. So, it didn't make any sense to me that he would fight the pay cut or restructure. I knew for sure if he wants to be here, and this is going to guarantee him the most amount of money, even if you take a pay cut, you don't go from like $50 million down to like $1 million. That's not how it works. You get like a percentage slashed off. Yeah, he's going to still make good money. He's in a good offense. He's going to be on a snap count. It's a good situation for him. It's good for the team. They can sell it as, hey, we want to keep you around because we could just let you go to the free market and let people put you on a 1-year deal. Because when you come off basically back-to-back injuries, what you get is a 1-year prove-it deal. That's what Jadeveon Clowney had with Baltimore. He had a good year. And guess what happened? Carolina, here's some money. Right? Mekhi Becton, he'll spend his whole career injured for the Jets. Goes to Philly, balls out, Pro Bowler. Guess what? He's about to get a nice contract. Sam Darnold wasn't hurt, but Sam Darnold was Sam Darnold. Got a 1-year deal, balled out. Now we're talking 40, 45 million a year. Like, that's how the NFL works. When you get hurt, we don't know if we can trust you. We'll give you 1 year of show me something money. And with Bradley Chubb's lower body injuries, like if Jalen Phillips left Miami and was a free agent, he would get the same thing. 1 year, probably 5 to 8 million, with up to like 5 to 10 million in incentives. Like if he makes 10 sacks, that'll be an extra million. Pro Bowl, extra million. All Pro, 2 million. Like that's how the contracts work. And then when you ball, we say, bam, bam, bam. You get the Brinks truck. That's how that works. So I think Bradley Chubb knows he's in a really good situation. He's in a defense he knows. There's other defensive guys on it. We don't need him at this point in his career. We don't need Pro Bowl Bradley Chubb. We need, give us 14 games. Like, take 3 off. 3 games, you just a little nicked up or whatever. 8 to 10 sacks. Like 10 sacks would be fantastic, but in 14 games is almost a sack game, right? So 8 to 10 sacks, a couple quarterback pressures, and really like if you just got a couple holding calls against you in some impactful games, given what the rest of the D line should be looking like, we're good there. But this idea of him being the Broncos version of himself, where he's all pro and I'm the guy you're building the defense around, I think those days are over. I don't see Chubb being that guy going forward. We just need him to be okay. So he should get okay money. Ergo, pay cut. So he's agreed to it. We do not know the terms of it right now. I'm sure that will be flowing out in the coming days. But I'm not saying I was right. Somebody should, though. Speaking of contracts being restructured, by the way, my cap glasses, they're in my car. So that's why I don't have them on right now. But Terron Armstead agreed to his own pay cut. He was supposed to get about $13.5 million. He cut it all the way down to the vet minimum, which is $1.2 million, which, of course, saves the Dolphins a ton of cap money. Technically, so it saves us about $14 million, but that's fine. The way this is set up, though, because when I first heard it, like most of y'all thought, oh, great, he's taking a pay cut to stay with the team. Shout out to Ron, he messes with the Dolphins. The way it sets up, though, he can still very much retire. This basically just gives him more options. Because if we just cut him, then now he's on the free agent market again, and it's a whole situation. The way it is now, he's getting the veteran's minimum. If we want to keep him, he would get paid at a lower amount. Some of that got recouped into a signing bonus, so he would still get some money paid out to him. But he would be coming back at a cheaper cost if he just wants to be on a team this badly. Now, Coach McDaniel has said the whole time, we're moving under the assumption that Terron is not going to be here next year. He said they're having ongoing discussions. Just checked in with him. He understands what the team's trying to do going forward. It sounds like he knows he's not coming back, but he wants to do well by the Dolphins, and so he's allowing us to do better by the cap. Because we cut him after June 1st, we save another 1.2 million against the cap, which is literally the amount of money he's supposed to make for next year. It just, I don't know if that's just some random number symmetry, or if this is his way of being like, I know I'm not coming back, but you guys held me down when I was injury prone, gave me a bunch of money. Let me allow y'all to be in the best situation, because all we've talked about is offensive linemen up to this point. We got Kendall Lamb floating out there, maybe wanting to come back. Patrick Paul's like, I want to play tackle next year. Austin Jackson's like, I'm going to be good to go. There's a lot of tackle talk going on. And if Terron is coming back, then that makes everything really simple. But it does seem and feel like today that he's not coming back, because why would you cut your salary by $12 million when you were very good last year? This is the exact opposite of Bradley Chubb. Bradley Chubb last year was me. You know how many sacks I had last year? You know how many Bradley Chubb had? You guessed it. That many. Same number of tackles, games played. I may have worn more jerseys than he did. Like, we are the same dude minus, these a lot of things we're not the same in. But as far as our on-field production, same dude. So, Terron Armstead last year, though, very good. Played his most games in a couple of years. Still like he has some wiggle in his body. Like, he looks good. I just think he thinks it's time. So, I don't know if it's over. It feels like it might be. I hope he comes back. This is not one of those situations where I'm trying to push him out the door. It just feels like to take that big of a pay cut, and the money we save on the cap is the money you make right now. It does feel like this is just a really smart cap maneuver to save Miami some money. Finally, one of our recent casualties of the cap, Durham Smythe, is already with a new team. Isn't it crazy when they get an ex, just like when they get a new girl, just like we just broke up. It's like, I know, I got somebody waiting for me. Anyway, he just signed with the Chicago Bears for a 1-year deal, which is more or less a prove-it deal, as we've said many times. I think what a great place to go. If you believe in Caleb and you believe in Ben Johnson, Chicago actually uses their tight ends a little bit. They have really good receivers on the outside. Keenan Allen's going to not be there, but I think DJ Moore is the guy. I like Roman Dunze. He did not super impress last year, but I see potential there. So Smythe going there, he's going to be probably mostly in the blocking packages, but I'm sure he'll get some receptions. He'll be in an offense that should be good. Young quarterback with a good arm. And like Javon Holland, no beef. Sometimes cap stuff happens. Like, I want to see Raheem Mostert go to a good team. They told me, Mostert went to Minnesota. Yeah. Like, if you're not a bad, cancerous teammate and you're not, disparaging the team publicly, and I know Javon and the team have some beef, but if you work solid for us and you just didn't work cap-wise, I got no beef with you. I think Chicago's a good place to go. Again, out of the division, so we might see you every 4 years. He's not going to be their number one, but he's on the team. Maybe he can do enough to stay in the league, prove himself. We wish him nothing but the best. But you just can't stay here no more. Shout out to Durham Smythe. Shout out to Caleb Williams and all those guys over there. Hopefully y'all can win more than 5 games next year. But that was unnecessary shade, but it just felt so good. That will do it for today's show, for today's Dolphins Daily. Thank y'all for continued support. Likes, follows, subscribes, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys next time on Dolphins Daily. Peace.